I'd be a bit tilted if we lost that last game because of the Gnar. Stupid Gnar.
Orianna getting banned out by JDG as the first ban in this Champion Select powered by Omen and HyperX, with Jarvan and Karma being removed by Genji.
So what did we learn yesterday? What did we learn yesterday?
Often they like to facilitate him with junglers that can do stuff.
What was like the standout thing yesterday?
That Jarvan from the pool already. I wouldn't say it makes Rumble weaker, but it does. That combo is already taken.
Caitlyn looked really strong in the last game of the first series.
I mean, what is he not known for at this point? Because Keen Sante is probably what most have known him for internationally, but the man can play pretty much any champion.
Oh yeah, sorry. Noob streamer.
Comfortably the best
sorry.
player in the world. We'll see what that priority is coming into game one with the Vi. Again, a lot of focus going towards Junjia, kind of as we expected.
A lot of focus going towards the jungle as well. I think for JDG, getting Junjia into a position where he can have a really solid early game is one of their key win conditions here. Last year, I would say, yeah, that perhaps is a weakness for Genji. Canyon has struggled to have as much impact through the game as the rest of Genji. However, this year, Canyon once again has leveled up and continues to be an incredible performer for the team. So with Orianna and Ryze banned away, will JDG continue to pick away at Chovy's pool? No, instead it will be Varus taken away from Ruler.
So the Rumble is available, Yanara is up as well. They could also look at prioritizing Ahri or Taliyah for Chovy if they want to. I mean, I think Ahri blind is a little bit risky, especially this early on in the Fearless draft. What will they be contemplating? Seems like the Rumble is going to be the easy choice. So we did talk about it with the Jarvan gone. That hot pot combo is not going to be available, but not too much concern with regards to that, just because Rumble is such a dominant top lane.
No ban for this Rumble, by the way. They just locked it. No ban. There is no Cassante ban, there is no Galio ban, no nothing. They just sent it. No ban.
One of his most played as well, Rumble and Gwen. I remember being at the top of his charts for this first.
Ashe Seraphine, just like that? No ban as well, only Varus ban. Are we starting with the Seri Yumi versus Ashe Seraphine? For fearless reasons, we might, you know. We might. They might want to use that here because that's the only angle they get for it.
Interesting that they've chosen to lock in the Seraphine.
Or do you take the Ashe now, actually, no? You take the Ashe and you go Milio or something like that. Like Ashe Lulu, Ashe Milio here goes kind of hard, I think. Then the Seraphine is so out of place in my mind. Like, you might just take the Ashe here, no? Fuck it. Grab the Ashe.
And that's the thing, you can encore on top of a Crescent guarding Xin Zhao to try and get it further into the enemy backline, right? And it allows Ginger just a little bit more.
I think if they pick Pantheon like this, they're not taking the Ashe, I think. They're just gonna pick top here, maybe.
Very strong, aggressive early game jungler that can also.
No, wait, what am I saying? Mid, sorry. They might just pick mid now. I like the Ashe though, you know. If you have enough supports with it, I like the Ashe takeaway. Why not? Ruler is good Ashe as well. I think they're just gonna pick mid. They're just gonna pick mid. Oh, Bard, alright.
Given that they've seen the Seraphine, they've made a bit of a pivot. Instead, they're going to prioritize the Bard.
It's not the best for lane, but of course for the game it's fine. Bard is really OP champion. But it's not the best for lane. This should be Ashe, right? Otherwise it doesn't make sense to pick Seraphine like that. Has to be Ashe.
Especially paired alongside the Jarvan, the cross-map plays that you can potentially make, the long-range engages you're going to have access to. A very versatile support. JDG hovering over the Jinx right now.
I feel like in draft, actually, I should be... Let me move myself, because there's a thing I'm blocking. I should be here, actually. So during game, there, draft, interview. Because otherwise I'm blocking the order of pick and side choice that you have up in the left corner. I think this is maybe better for you.
So perhaps Gala and Vampire are looking to play the Ezreal Seraphine bot lane combo, which is a little bit surprising.
Ezreal Seraphine. This makes no sense, by the way. There is no way Seraphine is strong enough to justify a 1-2 red without Ashe. And playing Seraphine into Rumble, Pantheon Bard sounds absolutely terrible later.
If the target is slowed, then it roots, and if the target is root, then
you get hit by anything, you die. So you have to play super far back. I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, if you want to pick the Seraphine like that, you have to pick the Ashe. Otherwise, don't pick the Seraphine like that, no?
he does provide decent poke and range, which perhaps he's concerned
iPad is
about
plugged
with
in,
the
yes. We are good to go.
Genji have drafted for themselves so far. But we'll have
I
to
will
wait
just
and
double
see.
check
Of
if it's
course,
actually
still 2
charging,
bits
but I think so.
remaining. The Civ are going to be banned away
Yep.
from Ruler, so that
For some reason, it wasn't charging with my headset cable, but it's charging with my actual cable.
I mean, my instincts immediately go towards something
So
like
I guess it needs the iPhone, sorry, proper cable for it.
yeah, but I mean, Galio naturally a good counter into the Akali. Also things like
Because yesterday I used the headset cable and it just didn't charge at all.
The Galio, or perhaps they're just worried about Xin plus Galio as a combo as well. But I'm also trying to think, like, what could Chovy be thinking about that he's worried that doesn't want to go into the Galio as well?
Something that Galio does do is react well to sideline pressure. So
Yeah, the left side draft just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good.
And Galio's ability to hero his entrance onto a side lane could be something that Genji want to avoid. Things like the Talia still available as well for Genji.
What am I saying? Yeah, left side, left side. JDG draft just doesn't look good.
And Galio banned away, and Jin and Sivir will see where
No Sivir, no Jin. I think you can play Kai'Sa here if you're a ruler, you can play Caitlyn here if you're a ruler, you can play Corki here if you're a ruler, you could play Varus, I was about to say, but that's banned. Like, you could just play Kai'Sa here, I think. Kai'Sa with a dive mid, like Kai'Sa Ahri here, and you just send it now. Kai'Sa Ahri or Caitlyn something. I feel like Genji draft looks insane already. It just looks insane. I don't see it for JDG, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see it. It's the Astral Seraphine angle. At least Aurora is flex, you know. But it's probably top lane actually, if you think about it. It's probably into Rumble.
They are looking for a push in that bot lane, trying to match the Ezreal Karma with a lot of range and a lot of damage. Perhaps with the threat of Pantheon being down there early doors, just to try and get Ruler really accelerated on this pick.
Yeah, from what I can tell, this looks to be Ruler's first Caitlyn of the year.
Oh.
Blind TF with Galio ban? I don't mind it.
For Chovy. I mean, we talked a lot about Talia's potential side lanes. Of course, Ryze is banned.
Looks really good, I think. This draft looks really, really good. So much playmaking, good scaling, strong lanes. Galio's the normal answer here into TF, but I'm not sure what you pick now. Mel? Can Mel play into Pantheon Bar though? Probably not. Oh, it's just Aurora mid, okay. Yeah, I don't see the left side draft, I'm gonna be honest. I don't see it. Astral Seraphine just looks out of place. Because if you had a hyper carry here with a tank top and a booster jungle, looks decent, but Astral doesn't really bring that.
But JDG, they've got a lot of team fighting options available to them. A lot of wombo combo, a decent amount of range.
Yeah, their ults are good at least, yeah. Seraphine ult, Ornn ult, Aurora ult, Astral ult. They could try something like this.
With decent range and poke of their own. Especially if TF is going to go for the RFC. Think about Caitlyn.
Definitely favoring Genji in this draft. No, it's Logitech 60% keyboard. I love it. My favorite keyboard of all time, I think. I really like this keyboard. Ever since I started using it, everything else feels weird. This one just feels right to me. The only issue is it doesn't have F keys and it doesn't have a... I don't even know what you call this key. Left of 1. So normally escape is above and then you have a key left of 1. I don't have that one. So the escape key and that key that is left of 1 is the same. And the left of 1 key is my trinket. So it's a bit problematic because I have to rebind my escape to FN. And then have the left of 1 be the default left of 1. Not sure what you call that key. Yeah, mouse is Logitech as well. I'm currently using the Superlight Pro 2C. So 2C is like a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter than the normal 2 or Superlight in general.
Let's see what they've got here for their first matchup on at first stand.
Let's jump onto the rift.
I really like it. And for headset, I don't really care. I think, for example, when I go to Korea, I'm gonna have to change my headset because the mic to this headset is not that great. I think the only issue with this headset, I quite like wearing it. It doesn't give me any pain or discomfort in any way. But this headset the mic is kind of shit. So it works, you know, because I have the streaming mic and you can hear me well through that. But if I go to Korea, I obviously can't bring the mic. So then I think I gotta get another headset. I probably have to use the headset that I used last year at some point, which was the Astro A50, I think. Because the mic on that headset was way better. So probably when I go to Korea, I just bring a different headset than the one I'm using right now. Because this one headset mic, not the best. I'm planning to go to Korea in like a month and a half, give or take. In the beginning of May, I'm thinking of going. And I'm thinking of staying like a month and a half. Just playing solo rank, chilling.
As you say, like Bard can have a bit of a laning phase if he is able to like play into a melee support or something. You get the electrocute procs off really easily. Here, kind of been trying to neutralize Vampire and Gala, who can step up in the lane. Vampire having a great time on Enchanters so far, and JDG having a great time back.
MSI is in Korea, you know, so it's perfect timing to go if you want to go. Everyone will be there. Or everyone will be coming eventually there. So if I can play solo rank and be high rank and then play against all the pros, that's fun, I think. Good practice. I really wanted to go at some point to Korea. Last year we didn't have the time, and this year I have basically time whenever. But when I looked at the year, like the Professional League of Legends calendar year, I thought the best time to go to Korea is during MSI, because MSI is in Korea. For example, if you go during Worlds, then everyone's just in NA, right? Because that's where Worlds is. We're dead here, by the way. Can't even flash out. Instead, don't even have flash. Never mind.
I mean, the timing worked out beautifully.
Yeah, skipped camps here. Not bad.
He skips a camp, Chovy now getting very low.
I'm not sure about the others. Like, they are aware of the dates. I've told them and everything. Ooh. Solo Bolo. Yeah, the others are aware. They might join, I think. This week it's a bit much as it is for me, so I'm not gonna like put everything in order this week. But maybe next week I can put everything in order, lock the dates and lock the people going with me. This week it's hard for me to organize. I have so much other stuff going on my plate. Sorry. So I just try to focus on this week first. First stand, starting 80 carry adventure in solo rank. Maybe next week I will lock everything. I'm hoping the others come with me, though. It would be more fun if we were a few, you know, instead of having to go alone. But if I have to go alone, I will still go alone. It's just I would prefer having someone with me at the very least. Anyone. Anyone. This could work, by the way. The stop gang could work. I don't think he knows. Also, Duro is like basically dead. He's dead, no? Oof. Yo, lock to top. Cameraman, top lane. He's dead. He didn't know. Yo. Is LPL go to this tournament? I think Baus said no. I think Baus didn't want to go. So he's out no matter what, I think. I think everyone else was like a maybe or even a yes, but of course, easier to say yes than to actually do it. So I don't know who is like down when it actually is gonna happen, you know? I don't know. Baus is not down for sure, that much I know. And everyone else was a maybe or a yes, and we'll see, you know, who actually commits and who just said yes and doesn't go.
Replay of the solo kill in mid lane just to demonstrate
we'll see.
How well Hongyu played that. Putting that pressure down, how lane dominant this champion can be. But Twisted Fate, kind of an annoying champion, still has a gold lead.
Hongyu and Ginger coming over from CFO.
But I feel like that's a thing for life in general, no? Everyone always says, yeah, I'm down, and then when it actually happens, not everyone is down, you know? That it doesn't matter what part of life that is. It's normal that people say yes, but don't actually do it. So we'll see, once we get there, who is actually down to put the money and the time and the effort into it.
But now he's really making a name for himself here alongside JDG. And for them to start this series off with such confident level.
But if it helps to know, I will go regardless of others. I'm just going. And that's it. But I haven't locked it in, you know, it's just I have decided on the dates and put the ball rolling. reached out to the right people. And I've also told my teammates that I'm going at this time, so they are fully aware.
Position right now to start this objective. Really good control over this river. As it looks like Genji's going to be
Everything is in motion.
Still hovering around the area.
Motion. Yeah, I will do it through T1, of course. Of course. Apparently they have my Worlds ring as well, so hopefully we can do some kind of content around that. Meet up with the boys, rock that World Championship ring all together. Maybe we can come up with something.
A little bit of protection for the bot lane. Junja's going to hold there because there's Destiny and there's the Grand Starfall that could make it a 4v2 on bot side. I mean,
one way or the other, I'll show you. But I'm kind of hoping we can like get all the boys together. I guess it depends on Guma and Zeus if they have time.
I wasn't sure if Junja even had his smite up. I wasn't keeping track.
That would be fun to like have all the boys together.
Guaranteed crown for him. So the fact that he lost it definitely swung the momentum because now that dragon's going to be secured by Genji.
It's just such a big swing. It's level 6 first. Okay, we can't make a play bot side. Okay, we have to give up the Drake. Okay, I have to go back to farming. And because of that, now the gold lead basically dissipates, just evaporates.
This is such a Genji game now. They're getting fucked, but then they're evening gold anyway. Such a Genji game. They just lane really well, I guess. Or like play the map really well. Not wasting any time anywhere. Like randomly doing plays anywhere. Just keeping up with the pace, farming camps, farming waves.
7 minutes, 27-1 CS.
And the first strike for Keen. Like,
exactly.
Hard to beat a team like this, you know, because I guess other teams, if you have this kind of start to the game, it usually means like way more. But into Genji, it doesn't mean that much yet.
And imagine if Hongq didn't have that kill.
Not yet, anyway.
Right, like the goal difference would be already pretty
I did not keep practicing Korean, no.
And this is what I mean, where like getting those
But I think I still have it in the back of my mind, like it will come to me fast.
Great that you're just kind of playing without any fear, but at the same time, you need to be able to keep that momentum going. We know that Junja is often a driver, a key component to the success of JDG. So let's see if he can continue to make things happen in this game as Duro.
1 second. You will have black screen for 1 second. Sorry. Should be fine now.
Gets great information for Canyon.
I'm just
that
gonna...
will be cleared out. Not all of it. That ward on the Raptors still remains for Genji. But Canyon got everything that he needs. He knows exactly where Junja is. Ruler and Duro can now play around that. And we're just
gonna send a message.
Like the level 6 have passed quite a while ago. We're waiting for these side lane plays to start coming through. Where will the focus be? Bot lane's not an easy place to gank. We did talk about how Cleanse has a lot of value in this game. And unsurprisingly, Gala has grabbed that for himself. Good vision control from JDG. They set the sights on bot.
Yeah, looking again to play around the Scuttle Crab. Maybe look for a little bit of an invade when you've got the pushing bot side. The blue, though, already taken by Canyon. Turn his attention over to the Gromp. Ward over from Junja. Means that JDG know this is happening, but really just a battle for that Scuttle Crab again.
Seems like it. Okay, so feeling as though the game has slowed down just a bit. The Grubs, I mean, I've seen Grubs in the LCK just been completely ignored.
Yeah, just ignored
They've sat there and said, you know what, I don't care. I'd rather just get another full clear done. Grubs definitely feel super weak right now. The current meta. Here we go.
Looking for Gala and Vampire. Vampire flashing away early. Gala with the Arcane Shift will get himself out. A summoner for an ultimate. A good exchange overall for Genji.
Was watching the minimap. Hongq doing a really good job of just gluing himself to Chovy. Chovy tried to push out the wave, move into that bot river, ready to follow up. But the vision control that JDG have, along with the fact that Hongq is super aware of this guy trying to roam, means that he's not going to get involved in the party. They'll just be happy with the flash they get off Vampire.
An immediate pings coming out from JDG saying, okay, we know there's no Grand Starfall. We can go for
I'm here.
At least a couple of these Grubs. Junja will be able to
I'm
take
here.
the first one. You can see Canyon working his way across, but expect he'll just stop at the Raptors.
So apparently we're up in gold now. But to be fair, TF is getting like extra gold right from passive. But apparently we're up in gold now.
These wards that I think it's Duro that keeps getting them. You can see 2 wards, one on the Raptors.
I think that's mostly TF though. TF passive.
Krugs as well. Just to keep information as to where Junja is, the fact that those camps aren't available, it gives you a clear indication that he's on the top side. The fact that the Grubs has also just been secured, it gives you that information.
Which champions in League get extra gold
the CS gap hasn't
from
changed, but Twisted Fate
farming CS? It's Gangplank and TF only, right? No one else. Gangplank, TF. Is there anyone else that gets extra golds from farming?
Not being in the best of spots for him, but Shamsu still has the call of the Horde.
Or is that it?
So can just walk out of that one pretty safely. Duro once again stepping in and trying to get a little bit more vision for him. Which is it's an interesting play when you are a bard by yourself and you know your jungler's on the top side of the map.
I can't think of anyone
Has
else.
been spotted out to go in, but you always have the magical journey to get to safety and the tempered fate.
I feel like it's a pretty broken mechanic, you know, to just get extra gold randomly from minions.
Cheat, but it also depends on what you're playing against. Yesterday we saw Labrov try to do something similar, and he did get punished a couple times. But Duro seems to be hyper aware of where the enemy jungler is, playing around that beautifully.
Look, man, I'm not.
What skin is that? The Caitlyn skin. Is that a new Firecracker skin?
Okay,
What skin is this?
I'm gonna say that. I think there's a slight skill gap between Labrov and Duro, but as you say,
Caitlyn.
like not too much instant.
Just checking my clients.
You've got an encore.
It's Firecracker, right? The new one.
Talent strike, but nothing too consequential for something like the
That's a nice skin.
Looks like the dragon now the focus for both these teams.
Looks pretty nice, I think.
Is intensifying.
Even with the chroma, right? Or is that how it looks default?
One behind the pit, one
I feel like that was a chroma.
and then one in the bot river, just basically to give full coverage of a potential flank that JDG could use to come in through from that side. Training Force not yet completed for Gala, a valuable spike that he'd love to have, but he's not going to have it ready. Same can be said though for Ruler, as the dragon 9 seconds away.
Yeah, the problem for JDG though is Xiaoshu does not have his teleport, so he's now running down the river to try and get here in time, which gives Keen more time just to farm up in the top lane. He can TP in if he needs to. Top lane quest is completed for Xiaoshu as he comes down and across. JDG will start up the dragon. It actually looks like Genji might just be giving this one up. Can use Duro for the tempered.
Rumble is TPing. There's gonna be a fight here.
There's the TP. Okay, Genji.
Pantheon is not ulting in though, he's just walking in.
The first 5v5.
Isn't it better to ult as Pantheon to start the fight than to be here in person, if that makes sense?
Underneath his tower, JDG begin a pincer movement, but it's the Ezreal on the bot side, and he's not really the one you want as one of those claws.
Bard ult on Ezreal? No, he failed. Rumble ult could be better. Sin is just one shot before ult. Wow, he just died like that? Sin couldn't even ult. Nothing. He just died like that. Here comes the Pantheon ult. I guess that's why he doesn't use it, so he can chase like this. Because I'm thinking that the fight will be better if he just ults into it, but I guess if they're confident that they're gonna win the fight anyway, it's nice to have the ult afterwards. But my logic is like, guarantee the fight with the ult to begin with, and I guess their logic is, we're gonna win it anyway, so let's just have ult after. Because in theory, not using the Pantheon ult is like not using an ult, right? In theory, like, -1 ult. 4 ults instead of 5. So how does a Sin just get one shot? I don't get it. He gets Pantheon stun and TF stun, and then he just can't move? He gets Bard Q as well. He just couldn't move. TF stun, Pantheon stun, Bard Q. Couldn't move, couldn't ult. Lost for sure when that happens. That just looked so easy though. Should he... Maybe he didn't see the Pantheon from the pit actually. Because Pantheon kind of stunned him from the pit, right? So maybe they didn't have vision in the pit. Game looks tough now, yeah. 3,000 gold just like that.
3k ahead. You can see in the Coinbase gold grind.
So JDG took CFO's jungler and mid, right? Junjia and Honkyu were in CFO last year, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, he is so monstrously far ahead now.
So it's CFO mid jungle, Gala, Vampire from EDG, right? And Xiao Shu from what team? I don't recognize his name. Where did he play before? I know Vampire from EDG.
Find some crazy fights to turn this one around. It looked so good for them at the start, finding those early kills. They were looking confident. I love the way that they were playing, but now they find themselves in an awkward spot where the pressure from Genji, it feels like across the entire map, is unrelenting, and those globals poised and ready to make things even worse for JDG.
Because the lanes are kind of still predominantly intact. We haven't seen a first tower fall. We haven't really opened up the map entirely. Genji having that ability just to be in multiple lanes at once makes it so hard for JDG. They've moved Vampire and Gala into the mid lane. We're the only one who needs to deal with him right now. And we talked about the Pantheon and the Twisted Fate as these side lanes.
I don't think they do the actual military service though. I think they do some kind of like public.
When you're a low mobility carry. Honkyu has a few ways.
It's some in-between thing, I think.
At the moment, but can use the between worlds, can go across the veil. But it is going to be
not sure the name.
For JDG to escape.
Yeah, they do something at the end of the year, I think. I think Carrier did it as well, no? And Zeus? At the end of 2024, maybe? Same thing, I think. Aye, flashlights. Ooh, the TPs don't look great as well. Run, everybody run! Actually, Ornn doesn't die here. This could be something. Oh, he couldn't ult. He couldn't ult. And Aurora died. Aye.
I mean,
He had to flash earlier. The sin.
so clean. Genji give no room for error. They find a single pick, they convert it into another one. JDG have the right instincts, but they basically are just TPing into their own demise. There's no way for them to escape. Genji pick up more kills, they'll pick up the Herald. The gold lead continues to...
Yeah, it's some kind of mini version, I think they do.
Like we're already at a point where JDG need to be thinking about game 2.
Yeah, that's the struggle though.
So Hex Optics first item on Kate makes sense, right? Because on Caitlyn, what is your first item otherwise? If you don't do Hex Optics, what do you do as first item? You do... What? Collector? I like Hex Optics way more, I think. Stormracer? Stormracer depends on getting BF base though, right? If you get BF base, yes. If you don't, no.
The way that they've used Caitlyn not only is zone control,
I quite like it, you know. Is there a world where you do Hex Optics first item on Jhin? Is that a thing? Wait, could I just do Hex Optics first on Saya as well? Because Saya don't need mana, right? What do I do on Saya? Wait, should I just do that item first? It doesn't give attack speed though. Gives AD, crit, and then the passives.
He doesn't have his flash, he's got incredible turns out, beautiful spear connects, easy kill secure once again. Genji find themselves...
Should I just try that item more as first item? Is it that good?
Like, I know there's not a lot of
on Jhin it could work instead of Collector. Yeah, I'm thinking the same.
They do build just a lot of HP, Rod of Ages.
Maybe I should try. Hex Optics into Infinity sounds pretty nice. Hex Optics gives you crit, so Infinity second makes sense. It gives you the double passives, like the increased damage on range, and if you get a takedown, you get increased range for a while. I think the build path is like... Oh, what is that item called? 1300 item. Looks like... What is that item called? It's 1300 gold, and its component is like longsword, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Noon Quiver, yes, that's the one. It builds out of Noon Quiver, right? Hex Optics, it's a nice build path. Maybe I should try this one more. For example, on Sivir you can't, because on Sivir you need mana, right? But on Kate you can, on Jhin you can, on Saya you can, on...
They just can't touch him. Genji miles away from any real engage out of JDG. And when you're using your Call of the Fort God to try and defend a tier 2,
Quark, you need Triforce, Inari, you need Kraken. Maybe I should try more. On Jinx you can. On Aphelios? Aphelios you can.
At this point, because they have to. They need to find something, but they can't even get in range. The Rumble ultimate here is the biggest thing.
Maybe it's like mostly long range. Caitlyn, Jinx, Aphelios, Jhin. All of these build Hex Optics first. Is it possible? Like this? And now he goes Hex Optics, he goes Infinity, and then he goes Seal Item. He has no attack speed yet, so that makes sense. So what Seal Item do you go here? PD, maybe?
To that team fight position they really wanted.
Or Rapid? Rapid or PD?
Genji now 9,000 gold ahead, stealing away all of this jungle, suffocating JDG.
Yeah, that build path sounds nice. Maybe I should try this item more. Maybe it's very... Because it's cheap as well, you know, 2.8k, so your first item will come fast. Which makes your second item faster. In theory, it's a very cheap first item, because normally you buy Collector, which is 3k. Essence Reaver, which is also 3k plus, right? Or Stormracers, which is like 3.2 or 3.3. So if your first item is 2.8, then your second item is way before. Caitlyn, Hex, IE, PD sounds good. Yeah, I think so as well. Is there any first item that's cheaper? No, right? I mean, unless you're buying Shiv, but no one buys Shiv anymore.
Xiaoxu looks to see if he can find a flank position. 6 seconds before the Call of the Fort God is back up. Juro and Keen running away. They'll be able to escape for now. Genji still looking to
they want to fight.
They can take the fight.
They want to fight. Bardult. This is down. Never mind. It was a good angle there otherwise. Oh, nice sport Q. It's trap as well. He can't move. He can't move, by the way. He can't play the game. Every fight same. The Xin cannot play.
Destinies flashes forward, lands onto Vampire with the stun card, and Vampire, even with the encore landing onto 4,
Maybe.
it's just not enough. They
Oh, they're
just
so low.
die. Gen
They're so low. And no one died.
above level
Not a single person died. Really? Not a single one?
walk out alive from a
Ruler
4-1
dies.
encore.
Ruler dies. They got one. They got one.
Gen G could just march it down
He
mid.
bought Rapid.
I mean, they're
He bought
able to
Rapid
get
Last Whisper now.
one kill back. They're able to add a death onto the scoreboard of Ruler, but it is an ace nonetheless. The inhibitor will fall, and JDG, they get shepherded. They committed the TP to try and find a pick on a Gen G, but it is Gen G that turned it around. And look at the single target focus. They find one target, they shut them down, they find another. Chovy then commits quite deep, and Vampire here lands a beautiful ulti onto
4-man
members.
charm.
But the damage just isn't there anymore. They're too far behind in gold. If this play
Wait.
had happened earlier, maybe JDG
If
had a
Seraphine
chance,
ults,
but they're too far behind.
look at this, okay?
This play had happened
When Seraphine ulted and she died,
quite deep.
the charm disappeared the second she died. Look, charm? 4-man charm? There's still half charm left. Look how much charm there is left. She dies and the charm disappears.
Ulti on, find another.
What?
Chovy then commits quite deep.
Isn't this a bug?
Vampire here.
Look at the charm. She gets 4-man charm. All of them have all this charm left. Look at the charm. Look, more than half on Bard. And it just disappears.
Onto 4. Chovy then commits quite deep, and Vampire here lands a
They're fucked, by the way, if the charm stays. Look at the charm. Full charm on 4 people. And they just all get cleansed when she dies.
ulti onto 4 men.
Snapchat Junja will flash away. These
What?
guys didn't do as much as they wanted. Grand Star into the backline from Canyon.
That's a
As
bug,
Junja
no?
tries to
Why would it be like that?
Will escape. Junja putting the damage down as well, but can't kill off Duro. Keen with a
Stuns don't work like that, do they?
What gods are you praying to, JDG? They are
For example, if me as Bard throw my Q and then I die, the stun will still be a stun.
Sub 20.
It's like that with all charms? Is that charm specific? Because stuns don't work like that for sure.
Gen G start this tournament off in dominant fashion.
This was a shellacking. Gen G showing why they are well and truly the favorites.
Charms
for
only.
first
Wow.
and 1-0.
That's
The
game changing, you know? If that charm stays there, 4 people in like 2-second charm.
The early game cancelled JDG.
I mean, Jinx is like my first
JDG, they're gonna have
pro
to pick
champ, you know,
something up. Tabe, show us
for
what you
many.
got. Like,
Maybe
you
when they
have
think
a
about
winning
me back in the day, they
record
think about my
against
Jinx, you know.
We really need to see that
And I think I put a lot of work into Aphelios when I was actually AD carry, so I know his gun rotations and all that. There's even a guide, you know. If you go to YouTube and you check Reckless Aphelios guide, you can get some tips, you know. I got those 2 locked in, but I haven't added them yet to the champ list. I'll do at some point. Oh yeah, I need to move. Sorry. I will at some point. I think I got them both kinda good. Kinda good.
Rise, Talia,
The majority of regions, I think, had a similar mid.
yeah. They mainly, after the nerfs have been pushed out, and it seems that Orianna and Rise are still the only 2 that are the top dogs of mid lane. But with Aurora gone, TF gone, Ahri is the one that immediately I'm drawn towards. Ahri Vi, you mentioned it earlier, I think can be an easy pickup, depending on what they want to prioritize. And I think for JDG, they should be thinking about that Vi. Something that we've seen a lot from Junja throughout the year, and one of his go-to engage jungle champions.
A jungler that he can have agency on in the early game is one of the key pillars of success for JDG.
Absolutely.
We saw it in game 1 as well. Like, they did manage to get a lead through the fact that Junja was everywhere on this Xin Zhao, and Honkyu as well, getting the solo kill in the mid lane. And Best was going to be the final ban from JDG. No surprises you want to take that out of Keen's hands. Karma removed by Gen G. So where would JDG go with their first pick? You do still have things like the Yunara if you do just want to go for a strong AD carry.
I think Vi has to be the option.
Yeah, I like Vi.
That's what my instincts tell me. But yeah, running through some of the options, like they could Ahri if they wanted to. A little risky to blind it this early on. Yeah, Yunara, it's kind of AD carry or jungle is kind of their only options, I feel.
There's the option of Shoshu's Renekton as well. He does
it.
love that. I mean, with the Ambessa ban, I was wondering perhaps, but instead it is going to be the Lulu down towards Vampire.
So, there are some risks with this.
There's a lot of risk
Yeah,
with this, Benny.
Blitzcrank, Nautilus, Thresh are the three that immediately come to mind.
Duo's Blitzcrank as well. Like, the guy has made his name on this champion.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen it from him this year, but like, I keep saying Blitzcrank. I feel like in the LEC, I've said it multiple times, and no one in the LEC picked it. I want to see it, Genji. I would love to see a Blitzcrank right now. Blitzcrank Caitlyn, I think, is my favorite combo, but with the Caitlyn
Sorry,
gone,
just answering a
there's
message.
that buy that we were talking about. Canning gonna take that one away.
Okay. So they steal the Yunara. I like
they
it.
wanna take
I
the
like it a
ball
lot.
away
And now it's
from
gonna be
Gala and
Aphelios,
Empire,
probably.
But Aphelios is always something you can pair alongside it. I think
Or
Jinx
Jinx.
also works.
Jinx, Aphelios. Jinx, Aphelios.
But there is the Yunara and the Vi locked in for Genji.
I think for myself, Jinx, Aphelios are definitely champions I will add at some point because I have history with both of them and I feel confident in both of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, sure, but
Especially Jinx, you know, it's like the first champ I played in Pro pretty much. When I came to the LEC, that was like the big one for me, Jinx. Maybe many of you actually know me for my Jinx from back then, so definitely gonna pick her up. I think Aphelios is more complicated, of course, but I played him with decent success, I think, over the years when I was AD, and I understand his weapon rotations well and when to do what, so I'm definitely down to do that. But now we're talking about 2-minute champs again. You gotta take it slow. I can't play everything already. I also don't play, like, if I play 7 games in a day, that's not enough games to play every champ. I'm doing my best over here, okay? You gotta chill a bit. I try my best.
Looks like it's gonna be Jinx.
Just a hyper carry
I'm sorry.
potential. An oldie but a goodie.
I'm sorry, I can't do better yet.
Kill one hero, one champion, and then immediately Jinx gets to get excited
I will
and
get
run
there.
through the rest of the fight, right? So a cataclysm on one person, they die, and then you allow your Jinx just to really pop off, and it doesn't really matter if she's threatened by things like the Vi, because you have the wild growth, you have the whimsy, you have enough tools to protect her in that sort of situation. Genji are looking for that tried and true combination. Ahri, Vi, ride the wind, go to the other battlefield, get yourself an extra point.
No, not quite.
Sorry, wrong game, my mistake.
But yes, it is very effective. If Ahri lands a charm, then Vi easily connects her Q, but the more common combo is Vi lands her ulti, you don't get to go anywhere, and even if you flash, let's say you're Jarvan, you EQ, flash away, Vi's gonna follow you, Ahri's gonna Spirit Charm right after you. Spirit Charm, Spirit Rush into Charm, that's the combo I was talking about. And they're gonna ban away the Mel, okay, and this is something we've been seeing, I would say specifically in the LPL, but mainly just been rising up in priority. Just her ability to repel that single target lockdown, especially into the charm, is very effective. I mean, I believe we saw it yesterday, even from BNK FearX. What else can they ban into an Ahri? You could maybe, it depends how afraid you are of Honky.
What support do you play here?
I guess you could ban away Geng.
I like Blitz. I like Bard, I was
know
about to say, but that's out from Fearless.
powerful as she was, but into an Ahri,
I like
the Unraveled Earth just does a lot of work.
Karma.
Swain?
I like
Okay, you
Nami.
can make it-
Karma's banned actually. I like Nami. I like Blitz.
Not only does he
Nami
play
Blitz.
Swain,
I
it's
like
actually it's a very good, it's an
Nico.
old
I like
school
Nico.
counter.
I really like Nico actually.
I love this reference.
Maybe Nico best.
2013 Nuke Duck picked
Maybe Nico
Swain
best
into
for
the
Duro here.
Yeah. He did lose the game. He won the matchup though.
That's been the European interfaker forever. Like, yeah, we lost the game, but I did well. I won my matchup. It's fine.
Nico banned, yeah. That was for sure the best. So now you got, in my mind, Blitz or Nami.
So removing that one from the pool. Smart
Blitz or
choice.
Nami?
What does
I like
Duro
Nami.
go for now? I mean, I'm still toying with the Blitzcrank. Nami could be a possibility.
Pike?
As well, if you just want to do
Pike as well.
range.
Pike Blitz Nami. Pike Blitz Nami. Rakan, ooh, self-counter pick. Comp looks good, but it's self-counter pick.
Rakan is very good at following up on a Vi engage.
Yeah.
It's good for the comp, but it's self-counter pick for lane. Lulu is picked into Rakan.
Jump forward, you get whimsied and you just die.
the whimsy is the big
Whimsy
thing
into
for me.
flame chompers and you're just dead. So
I think Vi, she'll still follow through even if she gets whimsied, right? Nothing stops that ult, from what I recall. I don't see why it would.
assuming she's in her ult already.
Yeah, you're just a tiny rabbit that's
just
now ulting.
ceasing and
Yes.
desisting.
And there is that Xiaoshu Renekton. We were kind of expecting it at some point in the series. I mean, Namara was telling me that he thinks this is the best Renekton in the LPL. So strong vote of confidence, but we knew, like, looking into him, it's one of his most played throughout the year, one of his most played throughout his career. He's super confident on the pick. He's going to be blind picking it here. With the Rumble already gone, one less thing you have to worry about. Honky, we're really going to go for the Victor. Think about the Swain. Veigar, really good pick into Ahri as well.
It's time for Keen Kazanta, maybe?
I like Event Horizon, man. That ability is busted as all hell.
We're really gonna, I mean, okay, we're getting Veigar. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I mean,
Don't like the Veigar so much myself.
The zone control.
Already have an immobile carry, now you have 2.
So what's the baby
Event Horizon.
But maybe he's like really good Veigar if he picks it like this, so at least we get him on comfort, if that makes sense. But I don't think it's great here because you already have an immobile carry and a range support, so it becomes a little bit too like too fragile, maybe, the composition. Everyone needs help, you know, same time. Nar, Kaga.
It's not a blink, and there is a key difference between the two, because a blink will help you get out of the event horizon.
At least they scale well. Like the Geng scales really well with the Lulu, and the Veigar scales really well, so even if Genji are running the map, there's always a hope for like grouping and fighting later. That's 5. Just looks very fragile, the composition to me. But bot lane is in good situation for sure. If I saw Rakan on enemy team, I would want to play Lulu. So he counterpicked himself. Lulu has a good lane here. Jinx has a good lane here. Something to play for. Last game we had what? Caitlyn Bard versus Seraphine Ezreal. Definitely prefer the Caitlyn Bard side. This game we have Jinx Lulu versus Rakan Yunara. Definitely prefer the Jinx Lulu side.
Finds herself in a similar position where I've committed to the fight, I'm ready for the follow-up, but the zone control that champion provides then makes it much harder to follow through.
That makes sense.
So we'll see how much of an impact Honku can have on the champ. Again,
definitely prefer the Jinx Lulu side.
The problem with picking it with Jarvan is that then they don't really do the same thing. You know, they kind of... Jarvan wants someone that can support his engage, ready to follow through, ready to follow up. Veigar's more about, I want to sit in my lane and just kind of farm.
But if you even if you don't kill the enemies, very easy to land your abilities and get your phenomenally evil power stacked up as the Veigar. It's the first time we've seen Veigar in about a year. Last time we saw it at MSI Plains by Knight. It is the first time Honku has ever brought it out in his professional career, as far as we can
Just
see.
gonna send Nemesis message. 1 second. I need to move. Want to do this
now.
Well, let's see. JDG got off to a great start in game 1. I quite like the comp idea from JDG.
Trade. Oh, this is so nice from Vampire and Gala here, getting a heal out of Duro. He started with a Gleaming Quill, but good Lulu players will do this. They have so much harass at level 1.
And for some international viewers that perhaps only tune into international events, you might be a little bit surprised to see, like, oh, they're using heal this early on. It's become a very common practice, pretty much across the world, where you just invest that summoner spell very early to get that trade advantage, but specifically the movement speed that you get, because it helps you just stick onto your target and get those extra couple of hits in so that you can find a nice trade. So already going to see those heals expended in the bot side of the Rift, as both junglers starting on their top side, once again looking for a path towards bot. Keep an eye on Xiaoshu as well, and he's already finding some nice trades into the Gnar matchup. Typically Gnar favored, usually it's very difficult for the Renekton to be able to play, but Xiaoshu leveraging his early strength on the Renekton to try and bully out Keen and at the very least get some control over the wave.
Honku and Chovy just going to be farming up in the early game. Chovy will be waiting for Canyon's ability to come across and really harass down Honku.
Now in game 1, remember it was Chovy that built the Rod of Ages. Ooh, hang on a minute, Ginger.
He's going to get spotted on that ward. I think no pings, the ward expired. Where are you going, Ginger? You're going all the way around? No, so he's going to put the ward down to spot Canyon on this red. He'll take the Krugs and then maybe look for the gank towards the bottom side. Could also EQ in and smite when Canyon doesn't expect it to be taken.
Will Duro spot him?
I mean, Duro needs to get to lane, because Ruler is stuck under his tower here. Duro needs to run across. Okay, Krugs taken.
Ginger did a really good...
Ginger, he goes in!
He loses the red buff, though.
Canyon gets the red buff. Ginger didn't smite, just jumped across, and Canyon's like, okay, I'll take the small Krug.
I love the Yumi emote, though. He was like, why is there a Jarvan here? Was not expecting that. Wow, okay, so love the idea, doesn't quite secure the
I can focus now.
Would have been big if he had been able to secure it. His jungle
just had to send a little message to the boy in the middle lane. In the middle lane.
But that bot Well, Scuttle Crab now open for taking.
All right, what's going on? Was there a cheese gank somewhere? Who cheese ganked?
There's no point, really. I think for you just Ginger, you're not.
Who cheese ganked who?
Okay, so yeah, so you're just going to get double crabbed. Yep. So that's the downside of all of this. By losing the red buff, you basically don't have the opportunity
J4 made it.
the crab. And
I'm surprised with how well they're doing bot lane. Yunara, Rakan have prio into Yunara Lulu?
And yeah, I think that just from a tempo perspective, it makes way more sense for Kenny.
What the hell?
You're right. I just like Invade. Vedi, if there's a possibility of action.
Nice freeze here by Rakan. He pulls the wave, and what this does is red team will lose the cannon and blue team will not. So Yunara will get enemy cannon and Jinx will lose enemy cannon, if that makes sense. So it's a great freeze by Rakan, and he also didn't base. Which means he's getting solo XP and solo gold until Yunara arrive, and then Yunara gets the cannon, and then he doesn't really have to base at all, because support, you know, you're getting a ruby at most, like it's not that important. It's a great freeze. No skin Veigar. Some season 1 stuff going on up in here. It's not every day you see no skin Veigar. Nice W. Yo, they're just smashing them bot lane. No flash Jinx. They're just smashing them bot lane. This lane is not supposed to go like this, by the way. This lane is not supposed to be Yunara Rakan winning. What can happen is you get a good trade, because Yunara is really OP with Q. But what should not happen is Yunara Rakan having prio. Jinx Lulu should have prio, and then maybe Yunara Rakan can get a good trade. But they should still have prio. They're not only getting good trades, but they also have prio. That's no good.
Because it's much harder for Veigar to be able to last hit underneath his tower. He wants time to just queue those minions, last hit as often as he can. So Chovy doing the right thing and just perma shoving that wave underneath the tower, making it harder for Honku to do just that.
Ginger spotted here by the Scryer's Bloom. Kanya's going to jump across onto the Jarvan, just forcing him low before this Scuttle Crab fight begins.
Oh, it's spawning on the top side. So
oh, that it is. No Scuttle Crab Dragon fight, though. Slightly larger Scuttle Crab.
Yeah, somewhat. We'll use the smite early. Knows that he's going to get it off cooldown soon. With the bot lane control and the mid lane control, Ginger really can't contest this.
Yeah, the fact that they have prio bot here means they can just do Drake for free. Yeah, I mean, this is sad.
Going back to base. I think there's not much of a contest here.
I mean, they scale good. To be fair, they scale good, so it's not the end of the world that the lane is playing out in this way. But it shouldn't play out in this way. So they're getting stuff for free that they shouldn't get. You know, they shouldn't get prio for Drake. They shouldn't lose flash from Jinx, which probably makes her a free kill now in a second here. I wouldn't be surprised if Genji have that timer to the second, and then they're just gonna send it like right before, you know, when they get ults. Cancelled.
Nice damage on the Duro.
Duro was trying to hug the top side of the bush to avoid the Glitter Lance hitting onto Ruler.
Yeah.
Backing in the second bush.
He had Lulu E on him, so he tried to go away to not give the Q, but it was still in range.
What stopped loses a little bit of time in terms of coming back to the lane. In time, the wave is going to crash in. You can see Gala here will step up to Duro to make sure that at least a couple of these minions, one or two, die.
He's doing a really good job holding the waves. Duro this game. Playing on the limit.
So Vampire, he needs to skedaddle ASAP. The good news is that Duro's also
yes, TP on Rakan here.
Gala, though, successfully pushing that wave underneath.
Will he run top lane maybe? Oi, oi, oi. Maybe run top lane and then TP bot. I don't really play Spellbook myself, but I feel like whenever you get this situation, you are ready with your TP like this. It's nice to run top, make a play, and then TP bot. Instead of just TPing bot. Because a lot of people, when they do this, they base, they just TP bot. And then that's it. But I think it's better to base, not TP anywhere, run, make a play, and then TP. You see? I don't play Spellbook myself, so I don't really make this play. But when I do play against it, I feel like this is the scary play. Because now he just like ran mid and TP bot, right? Still better than just TPing bot. But imagine he ran top, put the Renekton on 1, and then TP bot. Perfect, no? He would be where he is now, but he creates pressure on a lane that he's not normally supposed to be able to go to. So he can like be a, how would I say, nuisance in a situation where he shouldn't be able to help. Like he shouldn't be able to be top, but he can because he's TP. So he can make an unusual play for free if he wants. Here he didn't do anything, but he could have just ran top, hit the Renekton a bit, TP bot.
He hasn't upgraded as well.
Yeah, he hasn't got the upgrade.
Chilling.
I was like, a little bit surprised, but
I mean, it's a little bit harder for the Rakan to like walk up and order the minions, whereas the Lulu just gets to stand there and say, okay, you're stepping. Okay, cool, I'll auto attack you, get my World Atlas proc.
I'm surprised they're winning bots, but it's fine. Scaling. Jinx, Lulu scaling.
We have the grubs spawning that looks like Gen G wants
Don't like the crit cloak buy from Jinx though. So Jinx is not doing Hex Optics then, right? Because she did double longsword crit. No, it is double longsword crit pickaxe. But why would you buy the crit cloak instead of, let's say,
sorry, none of you saw that, but Medic just knocked a bottle of water off.
pickaxe? I guess she didn't have pickaxe cloak. What else was it in that item? What's the last thing I'm missing? Hex Optics.
Yeah, thank you.
It's 2 longswords, crit cloak, and a pickaxe. So she's for sure doing it, but she just didn't have gold for pickaxe, I guess. It's just so awkward to have a crit cloak, I think.
Bring it to me, bring it to me.
Does nothing. It's just 600 gold ruined. Not ruined, what do you say? Wasted? Wasted. 600 gold wasted. To nothing.
Oh, I see.
This crit cloak.
Another clever joke about the band. Bring me the horizon. Well done, good sir. Well done.
Unless you're a lucky boy.
Feel the audience riveting at
But it's like 15% now, so... What is that, like 1 in 8? You have to be very lucky boy.
I don't think you
What light through yonder window breaks?
The problem is, Medic, we've got a Veigar in mid. Can we get a stack check, perhaps? Maybe
it's 73, you can see it on the screen.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
completely forgot we had that feature.
Canyon gets the second. Meanwhile, on the top side, a bit of a fight happening as Keen and Shamshu continue to train.
Nice play by Canyon. Q flash into ult, can't move. And the whole team was there as well trying to help, so they just wasted a lot of time here. And Rakan is not spotted, so he just drops swords and base, and they don't know. So nice. Rakan is gonna cancel and help here, no? Or does he just give? Has flash, but... No, he's dead. Flash volley, he's dead, he's dead. Nice play.
Good play from Vampire there, flashing forward to make sure Keen didn't have a route to escape.
Absolutely, love that play. Chovy taking a bit of a nasty
Isn't crit cloak a bit better since the crit damage changes? I guess it is, yeah. I just personally don't like the odds. Like, yeah, I can crit, but it's like 1 in 8. So, let's fight and gamble. 1 in 8.
Good damage.
Feels better not to not buy. Like, let's say you buy double longsword and you have 500 gold in your pocket, or let's say you have 600 gold. You have double longsword, 600 gold. I would probably prefer just buying like potion pink, go back to lane, farm 400 gold, base again for pickaxe. Then, okay, I'm gonna get crit cloak and let's just gamble 1 in 8.
Frustrating thing when you're playing against the best.
I just don't think, like, to me those are not good odds at all. 15% crit. But to be fair, people would do like 1 crit rune back in the day and see that as good odds. So maybe I just have too like of a risk adverse mindset. Maybe 15% is great for people. Maybe the 1% crit rune people are like, oh my god, I have 15% crit. That's crazy. But I'm not one of those. I think that's low odds. I wouldn't take those odds. I think once you get 25, it feels alright. 50 obviously feels alright. I think 50 is like where the odds are decent, right? Like crits gets very, very valuable around that time in my mind. 1 in 2 is like decent odds. And I think 25 is fine, 1 in 4. But 15%? What is 15%? 15 is times 6, 90, so it's like 1 in 7. 1 in 7, not 1 in 8, 1 in 7. It's too low, I think, for it to be valuable.
And I mean, if we're thinking about that, all JDG need is a pentakill on Jenks.
Yes.
And easy dub.
We saw it yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I prefer not spending gold for 1 in 7.
Of their names. And Gala, I mean, Gala is the pentakill king. Right? He's the pentakill prince. I've demoted him slightly, but his alliteration is better. We all remember the sheen with the Gala.
I like the way they're doing this. Just stick S4 and skip bot wave. Because normally here, AD carry does bot wave and then they're split, right? But they just skip bot wave so they're 4 together. This looks bad, by the way. Rakan ult wasted. Okay, he's winning anyway. It wasn't wasted, Rakan ult. He got the Veigar before. But his ult ran out when Vi needed him. So I thought it was like kind of wasted. But they actually killed the Veigar and the Vi didn't die, so it ended up working. I feel like there the issue becomes for Gen G that Rakan has a really good flank on Veigar, but Vi is too far, so she needs help. She has to get help at some point. Like, look at Rakan in this play. He has a really good flank. He will use RW on the Veigar, and then he's like trying to run to the Vi with ult on, but he's just gonna run out. He's trying to go. It's out. Ran out.
So what Can is doing all this damage on the backline, surviving for all this time. The rest of Gen G then arrive.
I really like the flank. Would have been better, I guess, if Vi could like not play on the right as much. Does the Drake too. But at least they got to fight. I really like that Rakan flank. I think it's correct play to go on the Veigar there. But it of course would be better if everyone like sees the same picture. Looked like they saw two different pictures there.
All-time in assists, 1,250 internationally. Incredibly impressive from this guy that continues to level up across his career.
Rakan Locket Rush instead of Vandal Pipes. Let's see if they make Vandal Pipes after this. It's a really good item for Yunara, right? Vandal Pipes. Let's see if he makes after this.
Coming into 2026, this man has been on a mission. He is performing excellently, earning that finals MVP. And of course, already winning player of the game after game 1. Strong start to first stand, a 3k gold lead. Chovy, fishing for a charm, doesn't quite find it though.
Ginger, able to walk away. Okay, Betty.
Yes.
Hard question for you.
Okay.
How many stacks does Hongq
No Mercs, he's dead.
They do get the knockup onto Duro, and there's another stack for Hongq.
Yeah, without Mercs, it's not really playable. You actually need Mercs here as Rakan. Solo bolo?
The 1v1 against Geng
Hold up.
gets a solo kill.
Okay, I see where the best connect in the LPL comes from. You know?
I get that vibe. I get that vibe.
Solo kill onto Keen. Very well
Hold
done
up.
from Xiaoshu. Up on the top side. Definitely swings the
What's the item? Do you go on Jinx here? He goes PD? Hex Optics PD?
I think like there was a 1.2k gold advantage for Chovy.
It's two of the cheapest items you can get, actually, if you think about it. He's gonna have 2 items very early in every game he plays, if he goes for this. 2.8k plus 2.650. Very cheap. He's dead now.
Knock up from the wild growth.
Yeah, he's dead.
Down, cease and desist forward. And
That is only 1 dice. Yeah, and he used triple ult for it.
They thought they backed away in time, but JDG still caught out Gala Falls.
I mean, this is the problem for anyone playing against Gen G. Anyone on their team can get Harry. And so, yes, you get a solo kill on the top side. Well done, Xiaoshu. But when we have a look at the Coinbase gold grind, you can see that, sure, the gold is even in the top lane. It is even. Whereas for Ruler, it is not even.
Yeah.
It is. Okay,
TP behind, and he doesn't realize, I think.
Okay.
He knows now. He has ult and flash, he's fine.
Okay, Hongq, that's a farming TP. Is the Vito secure?
Java needs to flash out, or? No, they just leave him. Smart, because it's 4v5 on this side. Gnar has a free tower bot right now if they don't play. Very smart to just leave that guy in the pit.
It's still contestable, you know.
Okay, we're getting into some mad dicey. Right.
They're just diving. Alright. No flash AD. And no flash support as well, actually. Flash to shield.
It's just, they get the tower bot, they get the tower mid.
It's every second Drake, man.
How did they see that they had a mid play there?
Forward with the Cataclysm, but this Jarvan is a mile away from the rest of his team. Rulers are
Could be
getting
bad.
caught out by Xiaoshu, and the chase continues. Shut down to Ginger. Duro next.
Okay, they didn't have a mid play there. Yeah, it felt weird. Like if you think about it, how do they have a mid play there?
Be able to escape. Keen able to force JDG away.
Okay, so Xiaoshu, I love the use of the TP there to create a flank. That engage from Ginger felt.
He didn't use TP to create the flank. He was just bot lane.
Felt like that was an ambitious play, especially
just
with
walked
Gar
from bot
having
lane.
No HP, but they're able to make it work. They find 2 kills. They get a shutdown.
The mid dive was just very random, and yeah, it didn't make sense.
Oh, you're right, he didn't TP.
Yeah, I think he was just there.
Actually, let's have a look back at the
Look,
feedback.
Renekton is just from bot. Like it's just a bad mid dive.
You can see him finding the loop around. They're sitting on a wall.
Sketchy mid dive
The
for
flash
sure.
engage comes through, connects onto 3. Xiaoshu pops the ulti early.
I think the play they had was the Gnar on bot, and that's it.
They should have tried to give
They got
it.
Herald, and they got out while Gnar got bot. So then the next turn is enemy, you know. You cannot make one more.
I mean, sure. Unexpected.
They just played on enemy turn, I think.
We say that on the podcast. So, still a 2k gold lead for Ruler. Drake up. It'll only be the second of the game for either team.
This is uncontestable, Medic.
I don't think it is, Veddy.
It
Xiaoshu's
is,
on
it
his
is
way down.
uncontestable.
Chovy
They're
is
too
already in
late,
the mid lane.
but they can fight maybe anyway. It's just hard to play without Jinx Flash or Lulu Flash, you know. Very scary to play.
It was contestable, but didn't need to be
No,
contestable.
it was uncontestable,
Okay, sure,
I'm
I
telling
agree.
you. So, let's take a look at the game state, because honestly, it's better than it was. Xiaoshu has proven that I am now a threat that you have to be cautious of. And Genji definitely feels hesitant, so they're sending 4 people to top lane. And they're saying, you know what? Fine, let's play the numbers game. And the problem is, without any mid-tower, there's not much they can really do to threaten.
Xiaoshu with the dominance. Juro gonna dance away with that battle. Dance Drift out charges in, and there's the tower. That's all Genji really wanted out of the exchange.
Yep, they'll be happy with that. Extend the gold lead a little bit more. They got the ulti out from Xiaoshu as well, so less of a scary threat. That mid-wave, though, this is the problem. Gala can't approach it.
Yeah.
He cannot go anywhere near it. The threat of a canyon collapse is just too lethal.
Nor can Hongyu, really. Like,
I mean, you're right.
One event horizon does not deal with the geometry that is a Vi and an Ahri.
Absolutely. So they're going to have to play it safe. TP. What's our game plan?
Sometimes I feel these comments that they show on stream are like AI comments.
Looking for it as well. Juro in with the quickness. Vampire with a great wild growth. As Juro can't connect, Vampire will still.
I have so much playmaking. Can't survive. No flash jinx. Just can't survive. Not playable. Not playable. Not playable. Oh! That was a nice cone. Whoa! Nice cone by Duro. What the fuck? That was sick. Sick cone.
JDG, they're just getting the run around. Like,
He has Mercs, he's fine now. Yeah, once you get Mercs as Rakan into Veigar, you're fine, but before that it's not possible.
Like, I had my whole team here, man. I had my whole team here. And Chovy just says, I don't care. Engages beautifully. He doesn't connect the charm on the Vampire. Vampire with his fancy...
I feel like Vi plus Ahri combo is just really strong.
That's all he could do. Delay the inevitable.
Like, no matter how far away you are, you just make it. Like, look at the Jinx. She is literally like 3 screens away from the fight, and she's dead anyway. She's so far away from the fight, and she still dies. It's just Vi Ahri. Look at this cone, by the way. Aye. Nice.
Yeah, what do you do against that? Tabe there, you see, struggling to find a full
T1! T1 jersey!
Genji, as so many teams have done this year.
Let's go T1.
Across the last few years.
Gaja.
Now Genji 6,000 gold ahead. 2.5 items complete on Ruler. Chovy the same.
I mean, here's the thing though, like, I think they picked too much scale.
Sure.
Right, and
No flash jinx. Good luck next 5 minutes.
Your idea is solid.
Good luck. Next 5 minutes.
But if you don't do
I actually don't like their draft at all. I think if you go something like Jinx, you need a mid laner that helps. You cannot pick a mid laner that also needs help. If, for example, your draft was Renekton, Jarvan, Galio, Jinx, Lulu, much better, because then no one needs help other than the Jinx, so everyone just thinks about the Jinx. But when you lock in Veigar, you have 2 immobile carry, it's very fragile, and everyone needs help at the same time. It becomes... yeah, just too fragile, I think. It doesn't make sense together. Jinx Lulu needs a self-sustaining mid that helps the team. Lissandra, Galio, TF. You know? Someone that actually helps them. Are we inting here? Ooh! Jarvan ult to cancel the Vi ult, and then he just inted. Never mind. It was a really sick play to get out, and then he just went back in anyway. It was a really sick Jarvan ult though to cancel the Vi ult. I didn't know that was possible.
And they're gonna duo it. They don't even need Chovy. He's still sitting top lane. He can collapse at any point.
I didn't know that was possible.
Genji's not afraid.
This is gone.
He's not gonna find anyone. Maybe we'll catch Chovy if he walks around. Xiaoshu here as well.
Veigar steal, WQ, same time. No! Gabi. Uh-oh, we're all dead. Everybody run! Oh no. Okay, only 2 died.
Gala and Vampire can only watch as Genji collapse again and take out their mid and top.
I mean, the death from Junja has completely broken the game. Genji were already in a winning position, but now with the Baron, they might be looking for another sub-25-minute win. They don't quite have the waves just yet, but that mid tower is soon to fall. Chovy's farming more plates in the top lane. This Ahri is level 15, and that gold, the experience gap is going to close once Hongyu finishes the Rod of Ages, but I think it's too little, too late. Genji, they took control of this game and they have not let it go.
Have a look at it.
Nice flank by Chovy here. They had no idea.
Yeah. So easy. Nice charm connection.
And he flashed as well on Veigar. Aye, aye, aye.
Xiaoshu, the scariest member on the side of JDG.
It's so cooked.
Falls.
It's so cooked, chat.
Yeah. I was hoping
No one
for a
has flash
meta
as well.
from Chovy.
Jinx has no flash, Vega has no flash.
Instead, still a ton of
Good luck.
damage coming out
Next
from
fight.
Infinity has
Good
complete
luck,
roll-up.
my dear friends.
Gala, nowhere near really
There's a Vi ult, a Ori ult, and a Rakan ult with a Yunara one-shotting you. 3-item Yunara.
within like
This next fight will be very painful.
is Vampire.
Good
Yes,
luck, my
Alphonse
friends.
and Mikhails are great items on a Lulu, but you kind of need your carries to be in a position to use them
Can they kill this Vi?
now.
No.
I mean,
Oi, oi, oi. They used Ori ult.
They're rushing forward.
a bit deep
They got
there.
Lulu flash for it.
Just walk away. Like Keen can push in bot side. JDG need 5 players to try and deal with this. Chovy using the last.
This could be something, no? No charge on Ori. And Renekton flanking. It's the best chance, no?
Canyon looking for the engage. Junja going on to that
They get
backline
nothing.
duo with the knockup. Ruler
Actually,
pulls
maybe
away.
Ruler?
TP coming in from Keen as he wants to
Maybe?
Ruler might
No.
fall here, but
Nope.
Genji dive in and protect him. The gleaming quill, the
No,
heal,
no,
everything.
no, 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 no! Everybody run!
The Gnar back from
GG.
Keen. JDG once again thought they'd found one, but Genji.
Wow, they're getting owned. To be fair, this fight is not playable, though.
Although chased into the base,
Not playable fight, this one.
enough to kill off Canyon, but Hongju pays for it with his life.
Yo, I don't like the Veigar here. Just gonna say. Doesn't fit. And also, they lost bot lane. Jinx, Lulu versus Rakan, Yunara. They lost bot lane.
Sub 25 minutes, they will ace JDG.
This bot lane should be winning. Maybe trade losing, but pushing at least.
Stop them here at first stand.
Oh well.
It's just a demolition. Genji.
Well. Almost like the Gnar ulti you had in your game. Yeah, you wanna see the Gnar ulti I had in my game?
What they can do in game 3.
Look at Keen's Gnar ult. And then look at I'll show you my game.
The gleaming quill, the heal, everything.
That's enemy Gnar, okay? Enemy Gnar. Enemy Gnar.
To deliver, but my goodness.
It's been incredibly one-sided. Games
Rebel
determined
patch.
by Genji winning a fight at second Drake and then never giving up anything after that point. JDG did elect first pick. Genji chose to be on the blue side for this game. Let's get into picks and bans.
Why not a blue patch? Why a purple patch? Red patch.
Is probably going to be similar from Genji, and they might just ban the Karma. You know what? Because why change anything?
Yeah.
So far, nothing has broken you. You are unperturbed, you are undisturbed, you are unbothered by what your opposition chooses to bring to the Rift because you are
Moisturized,
simply better.
Flourishing, thriving.
Moisturized?
Yeah, there was a thing for a while. It's like I'm moisturized. I'm living my best life.
Oh.
Like
I would recommend
spa.
that you should moisturize. It's good for your skin.
It's very good for your skin.
Anyway,
There's the Karma ban.
let's jump back into this game. JDG, what are they going to remove from the pool with Varus and Nico gone? What is the first pick now? Because all of Junja's favorite junglers are gone. We're now moving into Wukong, Nocturne, sort of hard engage type of junglers, a little bit more team fighting. Galio going to be banned away.
Nocturne was banned away by JDG in game 2. So maybe we'll see them look for that early doors here. There are things like the Mundo as well, a very strong tank jungler.
I
If you
feel
do
like
want to go
blind picking Mundo into Canyon is a risk.
For sure they were watching yesterday.
blind picking anything into Canyon. Is
Gotta get that hand lotion going.
Anything into Genji is a risk, buddy.
You got to be able to pick some things.
Sure.
I'm just saying that if we're gonna, are we really gonna blind pick a Mundo? I mean, game.
What is
3,
life
I
without
think
hand
we
lotion?
were Blind pick an Annie.
First pick Annie?
Buffed a little bit on the previous
Why?
patch.
Okay.
There's no way first pick Annie is the way, no?
The way you beat Annie is you kind of outrange her. You could do Victor if you want to survive the burst and do like Rod of Ages Victor builds.
Is it?
You could do Azir. It's a little risky. But yeah, I mean, Chovy's Azir is probably fine. I feel
He's
like
just gonna play Galio, no? My Galio's banned actually.
Anyway, Ambessa is currently the hover. A flex pick could be played both top and jungle. We'll see what direction they choose to go. They don't have to decide right now. With Yunara gone, I'm thinking about 80 carries that might be really important at this point in the series. Corki, we haven't seen a huge amount of.
Corki Nami is available.
Could look towards something like the Jhin as well if you just want an 80 carry that stands back as your team engages. Kai'Sa if you want follow-up on a dive composition as well.
I like Corki Nami.
Pretty clever, don't you think?
Or Victor. I've always thought you were very clever, Ben.
How about Think Corki Nami?
Yeah, no, I've always thought you were very clever. I just like picking it.
Wait. Wait. Wait.
Obviously it was way. Obviously.
Oh, Chovy, you tease me. Okay, yeah, I mean, Hui it pretty much does what we were talking about in the context of range, right? He basically keeps Annie away from him.
What about
and is
Korkinami?
safe. So now, JDG, are you going to do the Annie Wukong?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, a 2023
Wukong
JDG
blind, though?
special.
That was.
A different iteration of JDG, but very much still holds true to this day. Gives you a really
Korkinami!
powerful level 6 spike.
Yippee!
And yeah, it's like it's a fast combo in that.
And then it's gonna be
flash,
answered by Nautilus on
bear,
3.
Stun, fiery death into knocked up into the sky, into lots of damage being done everywhere. Seems though instead they want to prioritize their bot lane. They want to get the Korkinami. Genji can't match both, which means the JDG can then pinch the pool afterwards. But Genji could just secure their top side if they want, or they could look to lock in a support.
Nautilus.
Maybe a Thresh if they
Nautilus.
want a hook champion, maybe even Nautilus.
Yeah, the only risk with like a Nautilus is you are going into an Annie, Nami, Corki, right? Like Corki can Valk away. If you catch the Nami, sure. But if you are in there and the rest of your team isn't there to follow up,
I like
you're kind
it.
of
They're
just
going in
dead.
there.
They are going
So
in.
unless it's
Everyone is
top,
going
then
in.
you're probably
Sure,
banning
it's not
tops here.
Now,
Except for
normally,
Canyon.
we've cast a lot of EU Nocturnes.
That we have.
And generally, it's if it doesn't have proper follow-up, I don't love Nocturne.
Sure.
Because he's just kind of like, I'm diving onto a backline alone.
Yeah.
Which is often why we see Ori Nocturne. Often it's paired with something with like some good burst
Kai'Sa
or whatever.
or-
Yeah, something like that, right? But this is Canyon's Nocturne. So I have to reshape my perspective of how Nocturne is to be played.
Nocturne is he's an electrician in Canyon's hands.
Tell me.
Turns off the lights.
Yeah?
And then they just play around in the dark. He doesn't actually have to go in. It's I'm just going to turn off all these lights.
Absolutely.
Good luck. I
Yeah.
have
Thank you
my
for the
electrician
10 gifted,
goggles.
Dunya.
He's kind of an electrician slash ninja.
Thank you so
Now,
much.
in my
Right,
head.
yeah,
He's got his
absolutely.
goggles on.
Yeah.
And then the other team is just like stumbling around trying to find anyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, Hui, the range we talked about earlier, yeah, he's got the, is it, again, what I know it as
Severing
is it's
Bolt?
QW, right? That's how I know
Severing
it.
Bolt.
It is Severing Bolt. Okay, okay. But QW is
QW
good,
is Severing
following
Bolt,
up with
yes.
the Nocturne. And then Ambessa's going to be that natural follow-up as well. Now, the Wukong ban, we kind of expected Wukong to be the priority. Genji aligned with us and said, you know what, we're going to take that out of the pool. Jack's going to be removed as a response to the Ambessa top lane from Xiaoshu. I think that makes sense. I think Xiaoshu, he demonstrated that he's got the moves.
Oh, yeah,
right?
100%.
So taking away that counter pick, I think makes a ton of sense. The Nautilus that we just discussed, going to be removed from the side of JDG. Are they concerned about another hook champion? No, the Renata. Okay, so they are going to look for some type of engage. Is it a Malphite medic? How are you feeling about that?
I'm not a massive fan of Malf. I mean, Malphite
So with Nautilus out, we are looking at
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they probably want to see what
Alistar.
I think the problem, you're saying JDG pick Malphite top.
What are we looking at?
Oh, jungle.
I mean, I'm looking at.
It is Alistar. Yeah.
One of his most
Sure.
played is Malphite.
I think the
Nine.
risk is if you
I mean, it's the
Malphite
best you
off
can do,
back
but
line
it
and then Paranoia
not. It's
comes
not
out,
great.
Okay, with
It's not
Alistar,
great.
I don't
Your
like
team
Malphite.
then
anymore.
It's not great. It's the best you can do, but it's not great.
You know, there's a possibility, a Silas possibility, although you kind of need an AD top if you're going to do that. I wouldn't mind Silas.
Your comp's a little bit squishy.
No, I don't
You
like
really
Silas.
want
I don't
to
like
take him
Silas.
down.
It's not worth it. It's a
They
bad
might do
lane.
a Psy on top. Oh, Maokai, I don't like it, man. I don't like Maokai with
I like Maokai, actually.
The main reason is just
I like Maokai a lot.
You want to build Merc.
You need tank here, for sure. You're
So
playing
if
range
you then
support,
pick
Corki,
Maokai,
Nami.
you're now
Sorry,
just getting
Annie.
extra value
You
out of your
definitely need a tank
as
somewhere.
opposed to something
I like
that's just a
Maokai.
little bit- That's why Wukong is such a great pairing, because like, oh, you're going to build armor boots? Well, now Annie's having free reign.
I like this
If-
comp.
if you don't
The
build
JDG comp is not bad at all, I think.
Your Wukong's going to do a ton of damage, so
I quite like it.
I don't love Maokai. I understand why they're doing it. It's a good team fight control. They don't really have an engage, and so Maokai kind of acts as a pseudo-engage.
If I was him, I would play.
And the Zehen's going to be that
I think more
follow-up.
Jhin than Ashe, for sure. Varus is
Concerned
open.
about how much
I like
range
Varus,
you really
maybe.
have available to them, playing into...
Maybe Varus better. Varus with TP here is
I
nice,
feel
though.
like Chovy's got
No, Varus is
all
banned.
the
Oh my god, I'm
space in
blind.
the world with a
He's
combo like
blind!
this. And I think
He's
as long as
blind.
Duro doesn't overcommit,
Ah.
chilling.
Sivir is fine. Good with the comp, but it's hard lane. I think Jhin is better. Jhin is better for the lane. The problem with Sivir is you're already in a bad spot with Alistar into Korkinami. So if you pick Sivir as well, I don't think you're laning very well. Like, it's not a lane you play. But with Jhin, you can kind of manage on your own a little bit better.
Whereas Jhin, you're completely right. The ulti gives you so much space, and now like Jhin, on paper, this comp
What
seems
matchup is not the
like it wants
best?
to do two different things.
I think Korkinami is very happy into Jhin Alistar. But Alistar was like the only pick they could go for, and I think Jhin is the best they can do. Varus would be great, but that's banned. Astro would be good, but that's fearless banned. Yeah.
And
Maybe
it's
Jhin the
about
best you can do. I don't like the Sivir. I like the Sivir for the comp, but I don't like the Sivir for the lane.
I think patience in League of Legends is a really hard thing to navigate, knowing the right
So maybe Jhin is like a good in-between because it's decent for the comp and it's decent in the lane. Gonna need some fucking plays up in here with Alistar, because this lane is not really good. So the Alistar needs to do some Q flashing or some roaming or something to get the game going. If he's just sitting under his tower getting poked, the game is not good. We're gonna need some plays up in here.
Is that because you were a former doctor?
Yes.
Rel? Much rather Alistar, I think. The problem with Rel into Nami as well is you get cancelled in your jump. So it's not so easy to make a play. Hard to reach the Corki and you get cancelled by Nami ult. I think I'd rather play Alistar.
They're at the precipice of setting a new record, Medic.
Yeah.
We've done the math.
We have.
Hit us with the math, Medic.
Oh, you want me to tell them that?
Yeah, I mean,
Also, Alistar is just a better champion than Rel, for sure.
Best of 5 internationally was G2.
But Rel is a decent second option, yeah, for sure. I don't hate it. But I think Alistar is a better champ.
Sorry, guys, we had to get it in there.
Fastest ever best of 5. This series, if this game ends in 23 minutes and 7 seconds or less, becomes the fastest ever international best of 5.
So 23 minutes.
I'm curious about the Jhin runes. He has Inspiration second and he has Cashback plus CDR.
Genji would have to win.
And what about the Corki runes? Conqueror with Triple Tonic, Jack of all trades. Okay.
Not the fastest international best of 5.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
So yeah, Genji. I mean, it's just a demonstration of the dominance that they are demonstrating here at this tournament.
We were talking about it a little bit in the break. It's one of those things where Genji are making JDG look poor.
They are,
but they're not.
JDG's not a bad team.
Yeah, they're not a bad team at all.
You don't get second in the LPL being a bad team. Okay, that's not what happens. And I know the Lion fans are like, we could beat this JDG. And I don't think this is an accurate representation of how good JDG really is, because Genji just have this effect where they just make good teams look very
I'm a bit addicted to free boots for sure, but I think I'm gonna try it out, yeah. I have more faith in Cashback than Triple Tonic, I think. Because yesterday there was a Jhin with Triple Tonic CDR. I'm more feeling Cashback plus CDR, I think, than Triple Tonic plus CDR. I just enjoy the idea of a rune giving you guaranteed something guaranteed. Do you understand what I mean? Like, Triple Tonic will not be good every game. It will be fine every game, but it won't be like a guaranteed something every game. That's why I love boots. I think that's why I'm addicted to boots, because it's like a guaranteed win every game that you get from your runes. So I'm more feeling the Cashback than the Triple Tonic myself. I just like runes that give you guaranteed something. And I don't like runes as much that don't have that guarantee. For example, in the red tree at the bottom, you have like extra gold per kill and movement speed on kill, extra movement speed on kill, and like ultimate CD on kill. And it's just like not a guaranteed rune. You understand what I mean? It can be good some games, but some games as well you don't get stacks and it just feels terrible. So my favorite secondary page is always Inspiration, because you get boots and CD on your flash, which is good every game no matter what. Yeah, maybe Triple Tonic was a bad example as a non-guaranteed rune, because you get 40 gold, you get a all-in potion, you get a skill point. So it's a good page, it's a good rune, you know. In that page, it's a good rune. Maybe it was a bad example. I think the red ones are a better example of runes that are not guaranteed. Much better example. But my current favorite secondary page is boots plus CDR, because it's always nice to have faster summoner, and it's always nice to get boots for free. That's my idea anyway. It's like a guaranteed win every game that you get. But if I had to like choose between, let's say I keep the CDR and I choose between Triple Tonic and Cashback, I'm more feeling the Cashback myself. Especially if I buy Hex Optics, right? Because if you're buying Hex Optics, it's a cheap item. So you get gold back early, and then you just get Infinity faster. Like Hex Optics into Infinity with Cashback sounds pretty nice, you know? Sounds like a fast power spike. Fast Infinity. Cheap first item and Cashback to get the Infinity faster.
It's you that's the master of pedantry here, are we not? getting into the technically correct
Very, very good.
verbiage. Alright then.
That's just quintessential support gameplay right there.
How's it
They
going?
can't hit each other there. The reason why they're not hitting each other is because if you hit each other, then the wave push faster.
I'll take it. It's fine.
So if Nami out to Alistar, then the wave of Alistar will hit the Nami and that way push faster. So you don't want that. You don't want to hit each other because then you push the wave faster.
Tibbers coming down. No follow-up CC onto
Great
Chovy means that he
flashes.
can just flash away. Yeah.
Yeah, but it does mean though that when Honkyu gets his ulti back up later on, Flash, Tibbers, gonna be something scary for Chovy to have to navigate. Getting that level advantage was a nice touch there from JDG, knowing that they had that small window of opportunity to make the play happen. Trade flashes. Small advantage gain for JDG overall. As the junglers continue their clear. Duo, ooh, nice combo. Bubble doesn't connect.
Didn't get the E.
Has to use the barrier there to
they lost
survive
the
through it.
Ooh, that's the biggest loss of them all, really.
As opposed to the first 2 games.
Yeah, no, that one was for sure. Probably that one I felt the most.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, relatively
I feel like they're doing better bot than they should have
JDG, but
done
once again, Ginger,
than they should.
apart from that gank in mid, hasn't been able to have as
Like
much
bot lane is going
impact for
pretty well
JDG
for a lane
as
that
they would
shouldn't
like.
be that easy
They
to play.
bot-side scuttle spawn. Ginger goes in. Bramble smash back. Both of them have that upgraded smite. So it's
This
just
is
gonna be a smite
contestable.
fight. Honkyu, it is contestable, as you say. It's going to force Genji away, and because of that, Ginger will get the level 6, and I think Genji might have to give up the first Drake of the game.
Ooh, I don't know about that. That wave
think
still
you can
needs to be caught in mid lane. Chovy's got the push. The bot wave needs to be dealt with still. Canyon not level 6 just... Oh, wow, okay, we're
Nick
committed.
going out from a long way away. Ruler and Duro might have to flash the cleanse out from Ruler immediately, but look at the damage onto him. Good Aqua Prism landing onto Duro. Canyon stopping his back means that JDG won't go any further.
Okay, so Ginger using his ult very early means he won't have it for the fight, but Canyon's not farming anything right now. He's still half a level off. Okay.
I feel like you give this if you're a Genji, no?
All right,
You
this
just
looks
give.
like this is going to be Dragon for JDG. I think this is their first Dragon of the series.
I think so too.
Yeah. Right now, this is not looking like a 23-minute and 7-7 victory for Genji. Right now.
We're 7 minutes in. It's
Yeah.
the second Drake bet.
Yeah.
Every time it's
That's
been the
true.
second
You are
Drake
right.
fight.
Yeah, no, you're right. But look at this, a 700 gold lead.
In a single game, probably, yeah.
Some
In a
of you are- you
series,
just tuned in, you might be wondering,
maybe not.
wow, I feel like they're being a little bit condescending. You know, like...
But G2 can beat every other team in the tournament other than
if you've
Genji,
only
no?
just tuned in, they won a 23-minute
You can probably get a game or more from BLG. And you can probably get a game or more from Fearx, from JDG. I think Genji is the one that's a little bit tricky, right? A little bit tricky.
And you have to remember, like, JDG have kept one of their players from last year. It's
To beat in a best of 5 at
who
least.
came over from CFO. Gala and Vampire have joined the lineup. Vampire, a rookie
Nice
to
try.
the international stage, alongside Xiaoshu.
You can always heal out,
For
worst
them to
case is
even be able
fine.
to butt heads against Genji, even to be
No
able to
flash
get
mid.
second place in the LPL, incredibly impressive. Tabi has led them really well as the Grim Deliverance coming down with Paranoia.
He has
The
Revive.
Cultivation of War,
Has
that's
Revive.
massive on
Is this
Xiaoshu.
playable with Revive?
Back to life. Genji, though, still looking
Yo,
sticky.
cameraman!
The curtains open on Honkyu, and they close immediately. as
T-Tors.
Chovy secures the kill. Meanwhile, on the
Almost
top
playable.
side,
Was really
Xiaoshu's
close.
got a ball as well, and Genji roaring to life in game 3.
And just like that, the gold swings.
Nice mid roam by Jin, no? To get this play going. Like first Alistar comes mid to take flash, and then Jin just drops a wave and goes mid and ults.
Was too far away to help this top laner out. And even
Oh.
though Xiaoshu, he actually came so close to getting
It's a little bit awkward here because one guy doesn't want to go through and another guy did.
Ginger though, I think it was, nah, he's not going to be able to hand this over. The TP will come through. Ginger.
Alistar trolled here.
Kill on bot.
Alistar trolled very hard here. Aye, aye.
Yeah, you had to there. The tower, I think, had stacked too many times.
So because Jin went mid, right, and dropped the wave, he couldn't go back bot. And Alistar wanted to go force their way back bot through Tribrush. And Jin said, hell no, and he just left, and then it was really awkward. So Duro ended up trolling a lot here, and now Ruler died anyway. They're trolling. Never mind. They're very much trolling here.
The bot laner JDG really coming to life here in game 3. Ruler
Either you go through the try together, or you don't go through the try at all. But you can't have one guy say, we're not going through try, and the other guy say, I'm gonna ult and everything to get through it. And then it's just really awkward after that. I wonder if they give us replay on that, otherwise I kind of want to show you why this situation happens. It's from the mid play. That's why it happens. Should I go back? I feel like if they were gonna give us a replay, it would be now, no?
RNG.
So the reason why display bot happens is because you will see that before this picture-in-picture. So Jin gets bot prio, he walks mid, and he makes this play mid with ult that you see on the minimap bottom left right now. And because he went mid, Corki will now push bot wave, and after he's done with the bot wave, he's gonna go in enemy tri-brush. And therefore the Jin can't cross anymore. And then Jin hesitates and he's like, I don't think we can go through. While the Alistar is like, I think we can go, we can go, we can go. And then he just goes and the Jin is like, I'm not going. And then it's really awkward. And that's why both of them get fucked here, because now Alistar is gonna die solo and then Jin is gonna die solo. So probably the fix to this, in my opinion, is after you kill the Annie mid, if possible, the Hui needs to hover and help. So you get this mid kill, you push in mid, and I think now after this base, the Hui needs to be ready to help bot. So for example, now Hui takes mid plate, channels recall, and if there's a fight in try here, you TP with Hui and you help. So they help you and then you help them back, if that makes sense. I think it's the job of Hui here to help them cross. As Hui here, you need to help them cross, or they just need to go all the way around and give waves. But it can't be that they do this as 2v2, and definitely can't be that they do it one guy going out, one guy going in. I think either way helps so they can cross the fast way, or take the long way around and just give waves. Like this, very awkward. Very awkward like this. We missed a top kill, I think. Yeah, we missed a top kill. Let's watch the top kill.
Domestically, getting that second seed from the LPL.
And then I'll go to live.
Get a game over Gen G as they set their sights on Keen.
Nature's Glass coming out. King will be locked up by it, but look at how low Xiaoshu is. Can he really step forward any further? Goes in with a Grim Deliverance, but might just be taken out.
Revive so close! One away.
Keen trying to escape Junja's
one away from revive.
Working together in that bot side river to get
yeah, I think either Hui hover and you go fast way, or Hui doesn't hover and you go long way and you just give the wave. I like the idea of Hui actually like giving back. You know, you give something to Hui mid, kill the Annie, and then Hui gives something back to you by basing earlier and being ready to TP. That way you help each other, you know,
so as a
in the
result
game.
of that, Chovy actually threw down the route that if Honku had approached too closely, it would have just cost him his life.
Otherwise, just go around, I guess. Or even base, you know. If you make this mid play and you feel like you can't cross back, you can also just base and run back as AD. That also works.
1,000 gold ahead, Betty.
Yeah.
1,000 gold ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he's secured 3 plates in mid lane. Yeah. He's gotten a kill, and I mean, he's got 16 CS ahead. So he's in a fantastic position right now.
Basically matching the lead that Gala's had. Chovy, once again, continues to be one of the best players, if not the best player in the world this year. Let's see. CSD at 14, usually something everyone talks about. You're Chovying. People are getting more farm these days with, you know, more minions available on the map, but Chovy continues to impress over in the LCK.
He absolutely does. And game 1, he did get solo killed, but it didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. His Twisted Fate, he was able to bounce back beautifully. And so far in this series, I would say he's been very clean, doing what he often does, just dominating his lane opponent. And Honku has done a really valiant job of putting up a good fight. Very aware of an engage. Ooh, nice interrupt on the back there from Keen. When we talk about best players, I think like Keen is kind of the player that coming into this tournament, people are looking at like, I think he is the best player in the world right now. This series, though, not been his best, I will admit. Maybe just a start to the tournament, like that doesn't mean that he's had, he's definitely had some solid plays, but I mean, Xiaoshu getting the solo kill in the previous game.
Yo moves into rapid fire on Jin?
Very much feels like it's largely been driven
I'm
by
surprised. I feel like this season, so previous season, when I played Jin 2025, I would always go Yomu's as well. Because crit was not as good last season as it is now. But now, crit is really OP. So I feel like you should always go, if you want to go lethality on Jin, you should go Collector. Because Collector is basically the same build path as Yomu's, but it gives you crit. So it's much easier than to like transform. It's much easier than to go into your second item and go into your third item because you have crit already from your first item. I'm surprised he goes Yomu in this season. I don't think it's good this season. I mean, it's still fine, but you're like missing out on crit, which is OP this season. It's fine, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just, I would prefer Collector, I think, this season. Last season, I would never build Collector. I'd always go Youmu's, but this season, I would always go Collector, I think. Because they buffed crit, right?
But when we look at the coin-based gold round, you can see that that is where the gold lead is for JDG right
Yeah,
now.
the transition from first to second item is much easier when you have crit on your first item. Because now he gets, he cannot get Infinity second no matter what, he has to go Rapid. And his third item has to be Infinity pretty much no matter what, it can't be anything else. And then he has Lord Dominic's fourth at the earliest. Everything becomes so delayed, you know. But if he went Collector first, he would have the option to go Infinity second if he wants, and he would have the option to go Dominic's third if he wants, and Rapid later. He doesn't have to go Rapid right away. But now he kind of needs to, because he needs to get some crit somewhere before he can do Infinity. It becomes a little bit awkward because of the Youmu's, I think. It's hard to transition the items. When your first item doesn't have crit, but you want to go crit.
It's going to be almost a 2k lead for Chovy when this is complete.
That is a juicy bit of gold that has just been injected. TP committed top side. It feels like JDG want to make the
This could be something.
Grim Deliverance going in. Keen
Flashed into it.
flashing, dashing underneath the tower. Honku on his way across. Keen trying to clear out the way.
Oh, nice try. Also nice sidestep by Honku, no? I'm pretty sure he sidestepped that.
On the top side of the map. Meanwhile, Genji continue to push through bot.
Pretty sure he sidestepped that.
Top now to get some momentum back. They're getting a ton of plays in the bottom lane. Bubble.
Great bubble out of Vampire. Uses the heal for the extra movement speed, but can't really follow up any.
Are they getting a tier 2 as well?
See this bot tower though. Like I feel. Oh my god, they're just gonna get it.
They're getting a tier 2 as well. That's not worth it, by the way, for JDG. It's not worth it. Even if you kill that guy topping it at tier 1, it's not worth your tier 2 ever. This is not worth it.
Does he have enough to just finish an item?
See, he's got a Codex. He goes back.
And yes, he does.
Horizon
Horizon Focus just going to be finished. Okay, so he's a full item up over his lane opponent.
This is not worth it.
Look back at this top lane dive. A little to break down here, really. They force the flash out early. He's got very few options. Keen can't do much to outplay this, really. And I think that Genji do the correct call. They just continue pushing. There's no one that can answer them, really. And so another tower secured. That mid tower is getting very low. Chovy going to last hit it. Another tower secured. I mean, Chovy is just so wealthy right now.
Absolutely monstrous. Next Drake up in 40 seconds time. JDG can still hang their hopes on an Infernal Soul.
Yeah, this is an exciting one because, I mean, double Trinity Force completed for JDG. Of course, Chovy is the biggest difference maker. And again, we come back to that question. How do you get onto Chovy? JDG don't have the easiest engage tool. They've got good disengage. They've got great zone control. Nami plus Maokai. You can occupy a lot of space. But can you get onto the threats? That's the big question.
Honku can flash Tibbers. Meanwhile, on the top side, see the public execution, Grim Deliverance exchanged between
Fighting
Keen
in
and
picture-in-picture.
Xiaoshu.
Cameraman! Swap it, no?
Have the TP, trying to get away from Xiaoshu right now.
He's dipping out.
Forced away from the
He's
Dragon
out.
Pit.
Wow.
Teleport out from Keen.
He made
Xiaoshu
it.
has a TP of his own, will want to go back to base first, though, if they are.
But now the Sahin can just TP now when it's 5v4, or just TP with Sahin and send it, no? 5v4? Am I crazy? Is this not just a 5v4 right now? If they go? TP it's so far away. They TP it's so far away.
But Genji's still very healthy. Xiaoshu with the flank position. Juro with the knockup. Trying to headbutt him away from Ruler. Chovy in the middle of
It's 5v4.
as Gala begins to open up. Chovy has the flash. Gala, flash Valkyrie, gets the kill. They'll chase Ruler out. He flashes as well.
Ambassador's here now, though.
Junja flashes away. Canyon looking to kill off Tibbers here with Keen. But can they extricate themselves from this situation? Keen doesn't have the public execution. The curtains open.
Oh my god, they're so low.
Two shots.
Help! Block the blow and dodge!
Vampire
Whee! Block dodge became
For the first time this series, JDG get
Block
a
dodge.
winning team fight against Gen G. A lot of it needs to be thanked.
I can't
by
even speak
Xiaoshu,
anymore.
by forcing Keen
That was just 5v4, by the way.
early on, by getting him to TP.
That was just 5v4, and his TP was so far away. He could have TP'd way closer, I think. The second Ambessa TP's out top, they know if the Sahin TP's in, it's 5v4. So he should just TP like on top of them or a little bit behind them and just send it.
From the fight, and he succeeded
Like bot wave would be better, or just like that ward in the pit. This one.
But look at this TP from behind. Xiaoshu comes in from the flank. JDG have lost a lot of HP, but with the arrival of their top laner, now the fight becomes a lot more playable. They've got Tibbers in there for the extra assist. Gala ignores the Nocturne, fully centered onto Chovy. They force the flash out from Ruler, and Ginger's just barely able to escape with his life as well. Keen finally arrives to the fight, but it's too little too late. JDG, they win a big team fight.
It's so close, though.
That perma Gatling gun sound is not nice. What?
I don't know what we bleeped.
What? What?
Presentable on broadcast. JDG with 1,000 gold lead.
What is happening?
Lose the Drake in that fight, so they are still 2 away from getting sold. Chovy still 2k ahead of Honkyu on this.
I have no idea why that was
JDG
bleeped.
have shown us that they can isolate Chovy, take him out in these fights, and Gala so big on this Corki right now.
Look at all the Merc treads that are being bought. So Honkyu's like,
Helia on Nami.
That's what I need.
Yeah, maybe the item is just OP actually.
Or avoid staff. We need that magic penetration. Another tower's gonna fall though. That gold difference not significant enough that JDG has a strong foothold. The gold is largely scattered, and it's ultimately become a battle of Gala versus Chovy right now, with the single pieces being that potential difference maker. Can Keen land an ulti onto Gala? Can Canyon knock out the lights long enough to make it hard for Gala to find the fight? Can Chovy navigate his way around this CC? And with a target on his head, multiple members are going to be eyeing him up to take him out of the fight as quickly as they can. So these fights are going to be exciting. This feels like the closest game we've had so far in this series.
Ready. The other 2 games have ended within 4 minutes of this moment.
That is absolutely correct, Medic.
It is entirely defined as the closest game we have had so far in this best of 5. JDG trying to fight back, trying to prove that Genji are not as infallible as they've been made out to be.
I mean, yeah, they only lost 2 games so far this year. So for JDG to add another to the record would be a huge achievement for them, which is a crazy thing to say. But all right, let's think about this. A dragon in a minute and a half. That's likely the next main objective.
Stormracer Jin?
Want to get as much gold as they can.
Yeah, but I don't like the item order. I think if you want to do Stormracer Jin, you just need to do that first, no? Because now it's like, what do you buy here? Infinity? He has a dagger. He's buying Rapid now. And then you still don't have Lord Dominic's or Infinity. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's just so delayed. It's too delayed. Like, keep in mind, in this game, you probably need Last Whisper at some point, and you definitely need Infinity at some point, and that's not even... You're not working on either item right now. Like, the game will not go on long enough for you to finish all the items. You're gonna finish this game either without Infinity or without Last Whisper. Honestly, maybe even without both, right? Could be that they lose a fight here, and then the next Drake, not this one, they lose the game, and he doesn't have Rapid. More than Rapid for that. I just don't see the item path myself. I don't like the item path myself. Yeah, I think if you want to do Stormracer, you should just do that first and skip the Yomus, and then your second item can be Infinity, for example. So you could do Stormracer Infinity, and then your third item could be Rapid or Last Whisper if you need. Ooh, nice try, but... Wait, there's a Maokai there. How did the Maokai get there? Oh, shit. Wait, how did the Maokai get there? Was the Maokai Wing the Nocturne while Nocturne was flying in? I don't get it. Also, why didn't Nami flash? Couldn't the Nami flash out?
But it's the Baron that they'll set their sights on.
I think he actually fucked up the play a bit, Duro. I think he was looking for W into Q flash, but it became like a little bit weird. It sort of worked though, but I think the Nami could have flashed out.
Chasing down Honkyu as well, who will get the stun, but Genji can now turn their attention to Xiaoshu, who was starting up the Infernal Drake. They don't want to give anything over to JDG. Xiaoshu still has that flash, has the Grim Deliverance. TP coming in as Chovy's going to join the play. Keen diving on towards the Drake there as Baron secured for Genji and JDG.
And Drake. They get Baron, Drake, and the fights. This is huge for the game. No smite, by the way. No, they have smite on Alistar. Alistar has smite.
Nature's Grasp in, looking to catch onto Chovy, but blocked by Keen so well. And here comes Chovy's damage to the floor.
They're gonna die again. Game ends here, no? They got Baron and 2 fights win and Drake. Turbo through this game here.
Just like that, all of the hope is stripped away from JDG.
Yeah, I think the Nocturne was bringing a Maokai. I think the Maokai was on the Nocturne with W. I don't understand how the Maokai got there. I would love to see the replay. I think he was flying with the Nocturne.
And then comes back out and dies again. Absolute
Yo, replay.
For JDG.
Replay time, no?
Firm foothold here in Game 3 and looking to close this series out. in a 3-0.
It has to be now, no? The replay? Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's see. How does the Maokai get there?
This is the catch onto Vampire.
I
Just
really
steps
thought
up for
this
vision.
play was I
Okay, he flew with the Nocturne. I should have seen it. It was actually not that far.
They have enough damage. They know that there's no flash available. Only just now.
That was a nice play by Duro. Could he not flash out? I'm gonna go back and see. Could the Nami not flash out?
Have another look at this.
So he does W into Q flash.
Onto Vampire. Just
Nice try. Why doesn't he flash out here with Nami? Can he not? He got stunned. Could he not flash out? Like any time here, just flash, 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 anything. Flash. It doesn't flash. No, he doesn't have flash. Wait, his flash is like... His flash is up. Now. So his flash was what, 10 seconds? His flash is like 10 seconds here. His flash comes up. Now, the Nami. Wow. We missed a fight, so I'm going back. Sorry.
Beautifully done. Great awareness of how
Let's
much
watch from
damage
here.
output you have. They get 3 quick kills and they're looking for more.
Chovy got caught. This could be bad enough for Genji. Without Chovy there, who's by far the strongest member. Looks sketchy. Sahina's revive as well. Looks very sketchy. Sahina's revive as well. They gotta run. They gotta run.
They've been pulled all around the map and they just can't find the kills they
didn't run.
Get keen in the end.
Only one, I guess. Now we go live.
I mean, the only good
Ah,
news for
Maokai died.
Is enough. But with the current steel caps and a Negatron cloak, that is not enough. He's got some health from the blood.
He's on a ward?
And from the Leandries, but with the curtains opening.
Wait, how does he know?
Ruler finds his mark twice.
How does he know?
Played his steel caps.
in them, looking for what players
Ah.
they can get.
Wait, so he's on a ward here?
So squishy.
Maokai's on a ward right now, and now he's not on a ward anymore. He doesn't have vision, by the way.
And from the Leandries,
He gets vision though when he hits him. He has vision right now.
Ruler finds
So he didn't actually see him when he started ulting.
Forces Canyon back, and then it's reliant on Xiao.
He knew kind of where he was, but he didn't actually see him at the beginning there.
They get that kill onto Keen. A shutdown given over to Hongq means that he gets a nice injection of gold, but still, I mean, he's basically 2 full item, well, 1 full item behind Chovy.
Remember, like a few moments ago, we were talking about how Gala was the lead and Chovy was the lead for Genji.
Yeah.
Ruler's now ahead in gold, Betty. Gala 3-1-3, has 30 CS lead, but because Genji had been able to take the Baron, open up these towers, take that standing gold off the map, Ruler's now at 3 items, and Gala, he's at 3.5 as well. It's a Serpent's Fang for him to try and get through some of the shielding out of Genji, but it is a struggle now for JDG when even their Fed carries are falling behind.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that mid lane play from Genji is still just so crazy. They caught JDG completely off guard.
They
'Cause
caught us off guard.
We're so used to this idea that you play around the dragon, right?
Yep.
You kind of wait for those timings, you wait for the setup. No, but they attack you in the setup. The amount of time that was available on those flashes was so finite that they had to make...
What's the reasoning for Serpent's Fang here on Corki? Is there no better item you can buy? Is that the best you can buy?
They continuously demonstrate why they are the favorites here at first stand. The expectation is nothing short of excellence from this roster, and so far they are displaying it. 47 seconds until the next dragon. JDG.
What's the second game today? It's Lyon versus Loud. So
over the following.
NA versus
This is
Brazil.
kind of JDG's last chance, I would say. If they don't get a good fight here, then the
So
game
we have the
feels
home
done
team
and dusted.
actually playing
I know
today.
They already feel done and dusted, but JDG do have one last opportunity.
I mean, you've still got
Maybe the
huge
crowd will
numbers.
go crazy.
If you get a flash
Absolutely.
tip,
I mean,
Come on now.
level 16.
Yeah.
Gotta get
He
loud.
is kind of early for
Get
him.
it?
It means that shield will fall off
Loud.
before the dragon really kicks off. Ginger, though, getting a little too close.
Stepping forward onto Ginger, as you say. He will be able to walk away for now.
Oh, I mean, Ruler playing with nothing but confidence. Look at the move speed he's got.
Say you're old without saying you're old.
He can't approach,
Chip
man.
away.
Yes,
It's not like
Martin.
Concerns the
Keep
soft back draft.
keep going
You
with
get close
the.
to this range. Like, Chovy's not even on the
It's
same
fine.
screen as you.
Genji will start up the Drake. Again, only third of the game for either team. Ruler looking for the deadly flourishes, can't quite land them. Chovy
I spent too
floats
much time
against
with
the
Caps.
abyss into the
He infected
Tribush
me.
to force JDG to take a shorter path around. The Drake already down.
He was the king of
now,
these
and
jokes,
Grass
I
coming
feel
out,
like,
turn off
when
the
I was
lights,
with
the
him.
electricians
He would
are out.
always have something like this.
Immediately Canyon is just able to take the Drake. Then goes in. Severing bolt landing as well as Junja's forced to run away from
Wei
the
is
fight.
cooking.
The spiraling despair on Xiaohu. He can't get close enough. Grim Deliverance only delivers him to his
GG.
demise. Meanwhile, Genji
Unless I won't even
continues
die.
to step forward. Keen with a kill on the bot side. Gala knocked up and taken out.
5 for
It's a
0.
5 for 9 nothing ace by Genji.
It's simple perfection from Genji.
Damn.
They play beautifully at arm's length. They make it impossible for JDG to close that gap. And off a single fight, they'll look to end the game.
Okay, okay.
Not the fastest best of 5 in history, but it was damn well.
It will be strange if anyone beats this Genji, no, during this tournament. Like, who's gonna beat Genji this tournament? The next round they got, I'll show you.
Nothing short of impressive.
First and 2026.
Looked like that they were
So
getting off to a
they
rough
played
start.
JDG today, and in the
just
next
like that,
round,
Genji took
let me
it
move.
away from them.
In the next round they got winner of Lyon versus Loud. So they're obviously gonna win that game, right?
I just hope that we get to see more
And then
from
they're gonna make the semis from this. And in the semis, because they won their group, they're gonna get the loser of G2BLG.
JDG, has more to show. I think that they're still going to be.
No, wait, other way around.
To the other side of the
No, wait.
But Genji have just cemented themselves as.
So winner of this and winner of this goes opposite side. Oh, it's winner of this one. Okay.
I think JDG showed us a lot of stuff in that game.
So Genji will play probably G2 or BFX, right?
Game 2, they have that flank from Xiaoshu
And then
with,
BLG maybe here.
people in the Jarvan, so there were some good things for the LPL number
Like,
2
who's
team.
gonna-
Genji just a
I guess
step
it's
above right now as we hand it over to the analyst desk.
maybe one of these
Break
teams.
down that series and lead us into the second
Probably
series of the day.
probably BLG, I guess.